The trial of Gerry The Monk Hutch in relation to the killing of David Byrne in the Regency, which, if we cast our mind back, was not only one of the most stunning violent assaults in Irish history, but one of the best planned out.
It was a scene straight out of a Hollywood action movie, a daring escape, bullets flying, and a notorious criminal mastermind slipping through the fingers of his enemies. But this was no movie. It was the real-life escape of Gerry The Monk Hutch from the Kinahan cartel's infamous Regency Hotel shooting. With nerves of steel and a plan that seemed impossible, Hutch managed to evade his would-be assassins and vanish into the night. This is a story of how one man outsmarted Ireland's most feared criminal organization and lived to tell the tale. Here we dive into the video to know the full story. Gerry The Monk Hutch has been issued a European arrest warrant concerning the murder of a Kinahan gang associate at a hotel in North Dublin. The warrant is based on new evidence that is significant to the case. The murder occurred in 2016 and is one of Ireland's largest ever murder prosecutions. Hutch, accused of planning the shooting of David Byrne, appeared in court today wearing a white shirt and a hearing aid. Byrne was fatally shot by an AK-47 wielding gunman during a boxing weigh-in at Dublin's Regency Hotel amid a gang dispute. He was the younger brother of Liam Byrne, who authorities have named as the leader of the Kinahan gang's Irish activities. Liam is alleged to have been at the hotel with Daniel Kinahan and was soon to be the target of the gunshot, but the duo managed to escape. In light of rumors that his son is dating Stephen Gerrard's daughter, Liam was spotted hanging out with a footballer last week. A substantial additional piece of evidence has surfaced against Hutch, and Ireland is now waiting in suspense for the outcome of the case. The trial has been postponed until next week, following the revelation of significant new evidence, which prompted a fundamental reassessment of the defense strategy, leading to the judge's order. The court has informed that the new material had already been served, and the only thing pending was a response from the defense team's attorney. As a result of this development, the trial is not expected to commence as scheduled on Monday. In court, the accused, Gerry The Monk Hutch, was accompanied by his co-accused Jason Bonney and Paul Murphy, whose cases were postponed. Former Sinn Féin councillor Jonathan Dowdall, who was present at a special court hearing, expressed his willingness to testify as a state witness. Dowdall and his father Patrick had booked a hotel room at the Regency, where the murder occurred. Last Monday, Patrick, who is 65 years old, admitted to aiding the murder. During Monday's court appearance, Patrick Dowdall sat beside his child. He listened as the prosecution argued that his family had helped reserve a room at the Regency Hotel the day before the fatal attack. The defense, however, argued that Jonathan Dowdall's involvement had not impacted his integrity as a state witness. Detective Sergeant Patrick O'Toole confirmed in court that Dowdall's willingness to testify was genuine and that his offer to serve as a state witness was standard practice. Dowdall wanted to give evidence in court before Gerry Hutch's trial. The extensive investigation into the Regency Hotel murder case was highlighted with the presentation of 83 maps showing cell site locations in Dublin, Louth, Monaghan, and Donegal. The Gardaí seized phones from Patsy Hutch, Patrick Dowdall, and Jonathan Dowdall to access and review phone records, including calls, texts, and location data. When Sarah Ski, a phone analysis expert, takes the witness stand at the Special Criminal Court, more information about the investigation is expected to be presented. During the trial, Gerry Hutch, an associate of the Hand Gang, was accused of killing David Byrne, a 34-year-old man, at the Regency Hotel on February 5, 2016. However, Hutch denied the allegations. Meanwhile, his co-defendants, Paul Murphy from Cherry Avenue in Swords and Jason Bonney from Portmarnock, both from North County Dublin, denied providing the vehicles that facilitated the escape of the hit crew that day. Yesterday, Conor O'Callaghan, an engineer from 3 Ireland and a witness for the prosecution, testified in court. He walked the court through each map of the numerous cell sites and confirmed that 3 had processed all data retained from each phone number requested by the investigators. In addition, Mr. O'Callaghan stated that he had handled all requests from the guards for information in the case. The records of the co-accused males, Murphy and Bonney, as well as Jonathan Dowdall and others, were of particular interest to the Gardaí due to the presence of multiple cell towers at the same address in densely populated regions. According to the court, data was collected from several cell site locations, including one at the Catholic Institution for the Deaf and Drumcondra near the Regency Hotel and other important locations. The St. Vincent's GAA Club, where the state claims Murphy and Bonney picked up the hit team after the shooting, is also nearby. The prosecution also investigated several cell sites in Monaghan, Louth, and Donegal, which are alleged to be areas where state witness Jonathan Dowdall and accused Gerry Hutch traveled in January, February, and March of 2016. Mobile tower data was also requested from Whitehall and Callanstone, including Collins Avenue. The trial is ongoing. One line of inquiry regarding the shooting at the Regency Hotel is that it may have been motivated by the murder of Gerry Hutch in Spain in September 2015. This is because of Gerry Hutch's involvement in the murder of Alan Ryan 4 years earlier, for which the Continuity IRA claimed responsibility. However, the Continuity IRA later denied involvement in the Regency shooting. The Special Criminal Court was informed that a surveillance guard had observed Gerry The Monk Hutch leaving former Sinn Féin councillor Jonathan Dowdall's house on a black Honda motorcycle 1 week after the shooting. As a result, the court has closed its doors to the public while the NSU officers testify using previously assigned initials to protect their identity. During the trial, Fiona Murphy SC made the final statement on behalf of the Director of Public Prosecutions. She claimed that excerpts of a covertly recorded 10-hour conversation between Gerry Hutch and Jonathan Dowdall prove that the defendant was in control. The names of the officers testifying are being kept a secret from the defense and the media and have been submitted in writing to the court. Ms. Murphy argued that the secret recordings demonstrate that Gerry Hutch sought help to defuse the situation after the attack and had control over the AK-47 guns used. She further stated that Mr. Hutch was discussing the movement of the guns at a critical moment, and they ended up in transit before being taken by guard from IRA member Shane Rowe just 2 days later. According to Ms. Murphy, Mr. Hutch made no denial or pushback on the audio against claims that he was a key player in the Regency attack. It is also evident that a plan was being devised to hand over the 3 assault guns used in the attack on the Regency Hotel to Republicans in the North, as Mr. Hutch was recorded saying to Dowdall. These 3 yokes were throwing them up to them either way. The attorney argued that the recordings provided clear evidence of Mr. Hutch's involvement in the attack and his willingness to provide the weapons to Republican groups. The prosecution has alleged that 3 AK-47 assault rifles were found in the trunk of a car after a Garda intervention just a month following the murder of Mr. Byrne at the Regency Hotel. The trial has heard that Mr. Hutch was recorded saying there's a present for them 3 yokes and that he wanted to toss them up there to them as a present. Shane Rowan was sentenced to 7.5 years in prison in July 2016 for possession of assault firearms and ammunition. Additionally, he received a concurrent 4-year prison term for IRA membership that started on March 9, 2016. The prosecution has further claimed that after the shooting, a group of 6 people, including a driver, a man in a wig disguised as a woman, Kevin Murray, who was wearing a flat cap, and 3 people sporting tactical gear, left the Regency Hotel in a silver Ford Transit van, which was later abandoned and set on fire at the Charlemont estate. According to the state, the intruders successfully made their gateway by utilizing several parked cars at St. Vincent's GA. The prosecution has alleged that Kevin Murray, a late dissident Republican, participated in the tactical team that searched the Regency Hotel on February 5th, and was the individual observed wearing a flat cap during Mr. Byrne's assassination. Unfortunately, Mr. Murray passed away in 2017 from motor neurone disease before he could be tried. What do you think of this? Comment below and subscribe for more.